Plays games back again, yet again with another banger. And tonight we are live here for AEW Dynamite, and we are fastly approaching the first ever AEW pay-per-view on this channel, Double or Nothing. And ladies and gentlemen, Double or Nothing truly is one of my favorite AEW pay-per-views. As red hot action. We're going to be live in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City itself. And we're going to find out later on tonight who will challenge for the AEW World title in the main event of Double or Nothing and face the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega, for the AEW World title. We have 4 of AEW's highest ranked superstars competing in an eliminator 4-way match later on tonight in our main event. Those 4 men include Brian Cage, Jon Moxley, Rey Fenix, and Hangman Adam Page. You heard me. Hangman Adam Page is going to try to earn his opportunity to face Kenny Omega. I am sure we all want to see it. But tonight, Adam Page is going to have his work cut out for him. And we also have a lot of great action here tonight on AEW Dynamite. It's sure to go off without a hitch. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video and you like the matches that you're seeing, please be sure to hit the like button. Tell a friend to come here to check out more great AEW content. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Put on the post notification so you'll be reminded every time I come back here for another live stream and I bring you guys more great content. With that said, we are going to get right back to ringside where we are going to have our opening matchup, as we're going to be kicking things off with one member of Team Taz. Ladies and gentlemen, Absolute Ricky Starks.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 195 pounds, Ricky Stud.
Absolute Ricky Starks, a member of Team Taz, currently AEW's FTW World Champion. Ricky Starks, I honestly can say, is a future champion here in AEW. This man's got a great look, physique. He's got Taz by his side along with Powerhouse Hobbs. And Ricky Starks in the opening matchup here tonight on AEW Dynamite. It's great to see him. But I wouldn't be too cocky if I were him, because his opponent is not going to be easy. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for showing great support on all the videos and live streams that I've been doing here on YouTube. It really means a lot to me that you guys care. And it gives me great purpose knowing that you guys love the content that I put on here. If you guys have any game suggestions that you want me to do, leave them down in the comments and I will definitely check them out. But here comes
Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 200
Absolute Ricky Starks' opponent.
Eddie King Stan.
We have one-on-one action.
The Mad King himself, Eddie Kingston, said to take on Ricky Starks in our opening match. Eddie Kingston, who the last time we saw him was on NWA Power, competed against, I believe if my memory serves me correct, Zack Sabre Jr. in the national title tournament. Unfortunately, Eddie Kingston came up a little bit short against Zack Sabre Jr. But that hasn't stopped him yet, because look at where he's at.
It's not an easy thing to do, especially when your opponent is trying to.
And Eddie Kingston, I have a feeling he's definitely going to find great success here in All Elite Wrestling. But the same can be said for Ricky Starks as well. Bell rings, and here we go. Both men meet up, collar and elbow tie up. And now Ricky Starks with the upper hand on Eddie Kingston. And Ricky Starks quickly takes down Eddie Kingston. Now once again, Eddie's taken down by Ricky Starks yet again. And again, ever since Ricky Starks joined Team Taz, he's developed quite not just a great reputation, but also a formidable attitude. Like, this guy was already great in the ring, but with Taz and Team Taz by his side, this dude is just another level of dangerous. And he's proving it right now as he takes it to Eddie Kingston.
some of his win now. He had to be prepared to take some damage tonight. Close quarters, knee strike.
And now Ricky Starks taking the fight to Eddie Kingston, not letting up, and drives Eddie right into the barricade. We're at a count of 3.
Back in from the floor.
And Eddie Kingston finally able to get himself under.
Now trampling the opposition.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, AEW's first ever pay-per-view, AEW Double or Nothing, will be in less than 3 weeks, where we will see Kenny Omega face either Brian Cage, Jon Moxley, Hangman Adam Page, or Rey Fenix. One of those men will face Kenny Omega, and they will all be in action later tonight in our main event in an Eliminator 4-way match. The winner of that Eliminator 4-way will face Kenny Omega for the AEW World title at our first ever AEW pay-per-view. Be sure to tune in. It's going to be a night you do not want to miss. But back to this action. Ricky starts with the control. Now finally, Eddie drops Ricky Starks. Eddie has been absolutely ruthless throughout this whole match. And now Eddie with a sleeper hold, almost like the bulldog choke his friend Moxley uses. Can he put Ricky Starks to sleep? Is it going to happen? No, Ricky Starks able to get out of it. And now, oh! Ricky with a huge spear out of nowhere. Tore Eddie Kingston in half, but it's not enough to keep him down. Where did Ricky Starks pull that spear out of? And Ricky Starks, he's seething with rage. But here comes Eddie. Ooh! You're right, Corey. Spiked him right on the neck. I even felt that. Now Eddie starting to get something going here. I don't know what he has in mind. And a nice knee to the back of the neck. And this is the kind of momentum Eddie Kingston needs if he wants to beat Ricky Starks here tonight. And nice clothesline, takes down Ricky. A second one. Eddie Kingston ducks over. And a third one takes down Ricky Starks. And Team Taz could be in trouble here tonight, but Ricky able to roll the shoulder up.
I guess you never know.
Now Eddie Kingston trying to fight back. Has Ricky Starks in the corner. What does he have in mind? Just stomping a mud hole into him. And look at this, those repeated stomps to the chest of Ricky Starks. Eddie into another cover. Could this put down Ricky Starks? Still no. But I bet you if Eddie hits that spinning back fist, it'll be all over.
He just cannot be caught.
And a stiff clothesline from Eddie Kingston. And now the question here is, what more can Ricky Starks do? Looks like my question might be answered, because here comes Ricky. But again, Eddie Kingston's a veteran. Oh, and once again, Ricky Starks throwing him into the barricade, spine first.
The body is starting to fail at this point. He was the favorite for this match, but that's changing rapidly.
And now Ricky Starks just taunting Eddie Kingston, begging him to get back into the ring. Ref, watch out. Oh, Eddie. Ricky Starks went for another spear. Eddie Kingston with a clear knee right to the side of the temple. 2. And that was it. Completely knocked Ricky Starks out with that knee.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Mike.
Eddie Kingston's victorious tonight against absolute Ricky Starks. Ricky was looking for that spear on Eddie Kingston again, but Eddie just at the right moment got the knee up, connected on the side of the temple. I think it may have rattled Ricky Starks very, very good. But nevertheless, Ricky Starks takes an L here tonight. Eddie gets his win back. But tonight is not over just yet. We still have more great action here on AEW Dynamite here in San Jose, California. But that was a great way to open up our show tonight. And the matches are just going to keep getting better and better. Also, our semi-main event tonight, the Factory's Nick Amarato and Aaron Solo, accompanied by Anthony Ogogo. I hate saying that. Tonight they will be taking on the Bastard Pack and Penta El Zero Miedo of Death Triangle. The third member of Death Triangle, Rey Fenix, will be in our main event here tonight, hoping for an opportunity at the AEW World title. Phoenix got lucky 2 weeks ago when he pinned Kenny Omega with the Phoenix Driver. A week later, he faced Kenny Omega in a one-on-one match. Unfortunately, came up unsuccessful, and again, I lost the footage for that. I am very sorry. However, that does not stop Phoenix. That does not stop any of our superstars here in AEW. And speaking of our superstars, the former AEW Women's World Champion Hikaru Shida has something to say and is here to address the AEW universe. And Shida, who's going to be competing here later on tonight. Let's see what she has to say. So, as many of you know, I am the former AEW Women's World Champion. But do not let that fool you. I am still at the top of my game, and I still know where I want to be. And that is right here in AEW, competing for one of the richest prizes in the sport.
Showing the proper respect. The fans are eating
People and women like me have come from all over the world hoping for an opportunity, and this place is where they get those opportunities. I want to make the AEW Women's Division the most must-see wrestling business in the world. But don't be fooled. There is also one thing that I want, and it's my AEW Women's World Championship. And we all know who the champion is right about now, which is why I am cashing in a rematch. Me and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, at AEW Double or Nothing for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Should have known that promo wasn't going to go uninterrupted.
Hikaru Shida may get an answer here tonight. And there's the woman she called out, the AEW Women's World Champion, the dentist herself, Dr. Britt Baker. These two have had battles in the past. Britt Baker was the one who defeated Hikaru Shida to become the AEW Women's World Champion. And now let's see if she has a response to Shida's challenge.
Between these superstars, that's for sure. Sometimes it's hard to get a word in edgewise.
You believe you're cashing in a what was it again? Rematch? There are no rematches in AEW. If you want to face me again, you're gonna have to earn it. And right now, to me, you haven't earned a damn thing. I have a feeling you would have said that, Britt. But let me remind you, we took each other to the limit. We battled like no other group or superstars have battled before. I deserve this match, and you know it more than anyone. Deserve, a strong word, deserve. Let's think about that word. I deserved to be the first ever AEW Women's World Champion, but that didn't happen. I deserved to be the talk of the town when I was first picked for AEW.
Okay.
Let's talk about deserved.
Showing the proper respect.
Britt, I am not here to talk about who deserves what. I am here to bring these people what they want. And that is a new league. Bring them change. Bring them a division they can be proud of. And I'm going to make good on that promise.
Bad blood is a boiling.
Hard to finish.
You want to talk
anything
about
around this
making
place.
things great again? You want to talk about putting this division on the map? I have done that day in and day out. When I first stepped into this company, even through injuries, pain, and suffering, I was still carrying this women's division. But if you want a match, you'll get it. But not tonight
Somebody
against
seems
me.
A little cocky. A fan favorite.
Let me make something perfectly clear. Tonight I am going to win my match. And I'm going to show the world who the next AEW Women's World Champion will be and who's the real face and leader of this revolution.
Somebody needs to count the 10.
Okay.
Revolution? The only revolution that's going to start is Britt Baker's ascension to the top of the best female in the world. Just like how you think you deserve an opportunity, I deserve the recognition.
I like that attitude.
Bad doesn't even begin to
Recognition
describe the
and
blood
skill,
between these
Britt.
superstars.
Those two words should not be in the same sentence. But I get it. You're afraid to face me. But that fear will turn to rage, and I will take advantage of it after tonight.
Well, the table is set. And there you have it.
Well then, I guess you have it. You want a match with me at AEW Double or Nothing for the Women's Championship? You got it. I beat you before, and I'll beat you again, and you will bow and pay respect to AEW Women's World Champion Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Did anyone else get that?
Well, they don't make promos like they used to, I guess.
Not exactly world-shattering, but I guess he tried.
And Britt Baker made the point. Hikaru Shida put down the challenge. Britt Baker accepted. I think we're set. If I can talk to Tony Khan and have him approve this match, then boom, we got it. I would love to see Britt Baker and Shida in action again at AEW Double or Nothing. I would love to see it. They had a barn burner of a match in their first encounter for the AEW Women's World Championship, and I have a feeling the next match will be no different. It will deliver. These two will do everything and anything to each other because they both want to be the face of the revolution of the AEW Women's Division. They both want to be trailblazers, but only one of them can. So we'll see if we can get a backstage interview with Britt Baker. I will also see if I can get an exclusive interview, well, not an interview, but an exclusive confirmation with Tony Khan. Hopefully we can get that match approved. But for now, we're going to move on with our action here tonight. As ladies and gentlemen, up next, the self-proclaimed kingpin of the factory, QT Marshall, will be in action tonight as he takes on QT Marshall, the self-proclaimed kingpin of the factory, will be in action tonight as he takes on Dark Order's own muscle boy, John Silver. QT Marshall, ever since bringing Aaron Solo, Nick Camarado, and Anthony Ogogo together, have tried everything and anything to take out the Dark Order. Who knows, these two groups could collide at any time. It could all break down. But tonight, it's just about two men in action ready to duke it out. Who do you guys got your money on? You want to put on Silver or Marshall? And ladies and gentlemen, also the leader of the Dark Order, the Exalted One, Mr. Brody Lee, will have a few words to say next week here on AEW Dynamite in regards to the current TNT champion, the self-proclaimed best man and God's greatest champion, Miro. We'll see what Mr. Brody Lee has to say to Miro next week on AEW Dynamite. But for now, we go back live to ringside in San Jose, California. In my opinion, the most beautiful state here in America. And now we are going to get ready for singles competition yet again. As here comes the Factory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New Jersey, weighing in at 235 pounds, QT Marshall.
Guys, we have two
on the right, Nick Amarado. The left, Anthony Ogogo. In the middle, Kingpin himself, QT Marshall. QT Marshall, who's the one who brought the Factory together, turned his back on his self-proclaimed brothers in a way, Dustin and Cody Rhodes. Completely betrayed the Nightmare family, has been hated ever since. And look at the smug face on this guy. No remorse, drinking that water as if he's really about something. Oh, easy, Nick. That's just the camera guy, and I'm just the announcer. I just call the matches. But despite the fact that QT Marshall betrayed what many would have considered his practical family, you can't deny the group that he's put together. I mean, you have a former Olympian and medalist winner, Anthony Ogogo, in boxing. You have the power and size of Nick Amarado, and the ingenuity and speed of Aaron Solo. Along with the brains of QT Marshall, it all makes perfect sense bringing these guys together, and it makes QT Marshall an untouchable superstar when he has the Factory surrounding him. And here comes QT Marshall's opponent, the young boy Meat Castle himself, Dark Order's own John Silva. That right there is Alex Reynolds. That right there is QT Marshall's opponent, bearded boy himself, John Silver.
His opponent, accompanied by QT Marshall from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 178 pounds, John Silva.
Here we go. This is
along with Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, Mr. Brody Lee, Alan Five Angels, Colt Cabana, and Preston 10 Vance. They make the Dark Order. And rest in peace to the late great Brody Lee in real life. Mr. Brody Lee, you're in a better place now. You're in a great place. We appreciate everything you've done for the art of pro wrestling and AEW itself, and for the Dark Order at that. And to the Brody Lee family, I wish you all the best in your endeavors, especially -1. I hope you all the best. But tonight, we're going to see members of the Dark Order in action. Good luck, Silver. Good luck, Marshall. Let's get it on, ref. Ring that bell.
Here we go, folks.
Here we go. And QT Marshall already out of the gates takes down John Silver.
I had to pull him off the ceiling. He's a real wild man.
Yeah, he disrupted my
And already, QT Marshall acting as if he won the damn match. And John Silver takes down Marshall in a nice elbow right to the point of the forehead. And Silver, look at the power of the bearded boy. And QT Marshall already retreating to the corner. And uh-oh, you don't want to be there. Ooh! A stiff kick from John Silver. And now QT Marshall retreating to the outside. And wait a minute, there's Anthony Ogogo and Nick Amarado right there, John. Be careful. And a clothesline from QT Marshall.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Narrowly avoiding
And
trouble.
now John Silver trying to rally against QT Marshall as Marshall was building some offense. And all Silver, not Silver, but all Alex Reynolds, Anthony Ogogo, and Nick Amarado can do is watch as QT Marshall hits a stiff super kick on the jaw of John Silver.
It's not looking good for him here.
He's got to get out of that
And
corner.
now QT Marshall with a full head of steam, clothesline in the corner on John Silver.
He planned for this and could still rally.
Now with both legs, makes John Silver fall on his own baton.
Oh, man.
And QT Marshall bringing the fight to Silver. And another elbow just drops him. And QT Marshall, smug as ever. But this time with a full head of steam. Oh, and a knee. QT Marshall looking on in the corner. And wait a minute, Anthony Ogogo in the left corner. And here comes Camarado. And Silver gets back in the ring at a count of 3. And now, wait a minute. QT Marshall rolls up John Silver. Can he steal one here tonight? No, he can't.
Man, I don't know who to root for.
And another stiff clothesline. And QT Marshall on the middle rope. And a nice bionic elbow.
Well-aimed strike.
John Silver has not been able to mount much offense in this match. And look at QT Marshall getting up in the face of John Silver. And look at this. A burning elbow right there.
He's in trouble.
And QT Marshall probably going to look for that diamond cutter.
This looks like the setup too.
And he got him.
That might be the
Silver could be out. Hook of the leg. 2 and 3. QT Marshall victorious here tonight against John Silver. It looked like John Silver could have mounted a win here tonight. He was having great offense, but right here I think was the turning point. It caught Silver off guard, and just like that, Marshall with that burning elbow takes down Silver, and then the diamond cutter to put it all to sleep.
Here is your winner, QT Marshall.
huge victory here in one-on-one action.
And then comes Camarado and Anthony Ogogo.
I bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
Matches like that are the reason why I
And
love
look at
job
this.
so much.
The factory in full force. Well, if you include Aaron Solo in the middle of that mix. But nevertheless, Marshall beats John Silver. The Dark Order and Mr. Brody Lee are not going to be happy about this. But tonight is already off to a great start. And ladies and gentlemen, I just got confirmation from Tony Khan himself at AEW Double or Nothing in the semi-main event. We will have Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker 2 at Double or Nothing. Semi-main event right before the AEW World title match. Be sure to tune into that pay-per-view, only 3 weeks away. And on the same weekend of AEW Double or Nothing will be the MLW Battle Riot. 5 names have already been confirmed from the MLW Battle Riot, which are Alexander Hammerstone, Filthy Tom Lawler, LA Park, Low Key, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, many men are hoping for an opportunity to win the MLW World title. I really don't know why I'm talking about another company on AEW right now, but what the hell, Tony Khan's not going to fire me. I'm the best he's got right now. But nevertheless, MLW, Major League Wrestling, will be the next episode of Universe Mode after All Elite Wrestling Dynamite after this episode. And yes, it will be a live stream, so you guys will not miss anything. I will be posting the MLW live stream tomorrow, so be sure to tune in at noon on the dot for MLW Fusion. But back to AEW Dynamite here on TNT. We are going to get ready for some women's action. As up next, the first ever AEW Women's World Champion, Riho, tonight will be in action against former and longest reigning AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida. And look at that smile.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Japan,
Riho, who defeated the native beast Nyla Rose to be the first ever AEW Women's World Champion. She set the bar not just for women's wrestling, but for Japanese women's wrestling itself. Japanese wrestling, which I believe has one of the most unique and iconic fighting styles that I've ever seen.
She's not even close to being satisfied.
And tonight, Riho will be taking on the former AEW Women's World Champion and longest AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida. Shida, who earlier tonight called out Dr. Britt Baker for an opportunity at the AEW Women's World title at Double or Nothing. Britt Baker said, "You got it, it's on, and I will make you remember my name and respect it." But the question is, can Britt Baker make good on her promise? Same can be asked to Hikaru Shida. Will she make good on her promise to be the trailblazer for the women's division? This woman, who I believe is the future of AEW and women's wrestling at that. She's already carried the women's division throughout the pandemic era. She's beaten people like Ty Conti, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. She's once defeated Riho. She's defeated Penelope Ford, and the list gets longer. Hikaru Shida, who's definitely become a household AEW name. I honestly feel that in the women's division, there would be no women's division without Shida. And now Riho already out of the gates. We have not seen Riho for quite some time. It's great to see her back, but here comes Shida. She deserves and earns